If you're a knowledge worker and have been struggling to find balance in your work, follow the simple principles I'm about to share, and it will transform the way you work, live, and thrive. In the aftermath of hustle culture, most professionals have been feeling burnt out, unproductive, and unfulfilled. This trend has people spinning their wheels to do more, but not really getting much more out of it. Much of the time sacrificing quality of work and quality of life. Fast has become the one simple goal, and no one's safe whether you're a freelancer or gainfully employed as a knowledge worker. The hustle has caused people to quit quietly on the job or to give up on a passion project entirely. In recent years, like many, I've been searching for more, purpose in my work, wanting to do more of what mattered while still having a quality of life. I'm guessing you can understand. Recently, I stumbled upon a book recommended by Matt Gray. He's an entrepreneur that teaches systems and productivity. The book is called Slow Productivity by Newport, and it's changed much of how I'm approaching work and life. Hi friends, welcome back. I'm Chris Solomay. The book Slow Productivity illuminates a long-forgotten perspective on getting things done without sacrificing quality of work or your personal values. I've compiled 4 takeaways from the book that you can implement to be more productive and produce better quality of work while enjoying more free time. Let's get into it. The first tip is stop pseudo-productivity. Contrary to popular belief, looking busy does not equal productivity. If you're like most people today, then you've felt the pressure of returning emails, days filled with Zoom meetings, and doing tasks for the sake of doing tasks. This shows the people that are around you that you're active, but it actually does not move the needle forward. Cal Newport calls this pseudo-productivity, aka busy work. And it is the cancer that is eating your time and keeping you from doing real meaningful work to move you further towards your goals. Here are 2 powerful tips that he gives to eliminate busy work immediately. The first one is start saying no. Sounds easy, right? Wrong. When was the last time you said no to a meeting invite or no to attending an event that you just were going to because you felt obligated to attend? Try this. When you get your next unnecessary meeting invite, ask yourself, is this something I really need to be on? If it is not, decline it and let the person know that your schedule is tight, that if they could summarize the meeting in an email request, you will get back to them by this date. So then give them a specific date. If it's 1 week, it's 1 week. If it's 4 weeks, it's 4 weeks. But at least they have a date. I've been doing this, and you will be amazed at how well this works. People are more willing to be flexible when you push back with a full schedule because we all understand it. And often, all they needed to do was to summarize your request in an email so you can get whatever information to them needed or get that task finished. The second tip is to go through all of the regular activities that you do on a weekly basis. Anything that is a time waster, eliminate from your calendar. If you work for somebody and you need to get permission to get off of that weekly meeting or whatever it is, go to your boss with a reason or an alternative and give them a plan for how you're going to be more productive using that time when you do free it up. This will work a lot more times than you actually think because what your boss is really wanting from you is just more productivity, and they know the feeling of being caught in meetings that they don't need to be on as well. Point number 2 is do fewer things. My experience in the corporate world was one of looking busy all the time, but very rarely feeling like I was moving the needle forward. Even after we did have a win, we were back on the hamster wheel the next day. People around me called it success, but was it really? Doing fewer things is about looking deeply at what projects matter and focusing your attention and effort on those while removing useless tasks. This won't be entirely possible all the time, but you want to use this as an ideal that you're shooting for. So you're constantly looking at your schedule and saying, what can I delete? One strategy that you can use to make this happen is to stop multitasking altogether. Start working on one project at a time through to completion, or scheduling blocks of time for that project that you're working on and work on nothing else. If you have an email or phone notification overload, One way to help here is to check your email on specific times of the day or specific days of the week and shut off your phone notifications. They're absolutely killing your time. If you're in a job where you are overloaded, set up an auto response that tells the person the day and time they can expect to hear back from you. Remember, most of the time, all people are looking for is some information and a response, and they can wait patiently if they know how long they're going to be waiting for. Obviously, this won't work in certain types of administrative positions. However, in most knowledge worker positions, this is perfectly acceptable corporate behavior. The next key takeaway from slow productivity is to work at a natural pace. Now that you're beginning to feel the benefits of finding more time on your schedule, don't just start to pack more in. Insert those high-value projects or tasks into designated times to work and work at a natural pace. Most people will find that the pace that you work at will vary. One tip the book gave is to double the amount of time that you think any project is going to take, if it's important, of course. So if you think it'll take a week, then schedule 2 weeks. If you think it'll take a month, then schedule 2 months. Oftentimes, the creative process will just work better this way. Also, find a sweet spot where you can do productive work. Since remote work has exploded since early 2020, there has been more data gathered about the importance of having a workspace that feels free of distraction and that you can feel inspired in. This is something that I've 100% experienced and relate to. I've worked remotely sort of since 2017. I find I get great work done in a busy coffee shop because I like the buzz and there's something about it that just puts me into a deep zone of doing. So once you've stopped multitasking and found a great space that you want to work in, doing this will set you up for the last and possibly the most important takeaway from the book. Hey folks, if you're liking this video, now would be a great time to hit the like and subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. So the last strategy that Newport covers is probably the most important and the biggest change from the way people seem to be doing things now. Since the hustle came on as a trend, it seems that quantity became king and quality had no place in the market. But this has proven to be untrue. You can only feed people garbage and clickbait for so long. As humans, we do appreciate real value and quality. So obsess over quality is music to my ears because I was beginning to think that quality was dead. During my time in corporate, it looked like mediocre had become the goal, and social media world was obviously delivering the same message. Slow productivity gives you permission to incubate and to give due time on each project, whether that is a product launch, planning a sales meeting, a new video idea, or prepping a Sunday family dinner. One caveat that I want to give here is obsessing over quality is not perfectionism. At some point, you do have to decide when enough is enough and move past whatever that project is, take it to completion. Perfectionism is when you obsess on something so much that you paralyze yourself and you never get anything done. You've probably heard that called analysis paralysis. So those are 4 of the key takeaways from slow productivity. Now, I found myself nodding along as I listened to this book on Audible, and this approach really resonates, I think, for people at a deep level because it reminds us that productivity is not just about getting things done, it's about being able to sign your name on something that you can be proud of, all the while living a lifestyle that feels healthy, sustainable, and enjoyable for you. I mean, what more can you want? Now, there's a lot more in this book than I can cover in this video, so I do hope you read it, and you can download it on Audible. I'll put the link below in this video. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you like videos on personal and professional development, as well as book reviews on professional and personal development. We'll see you in the next one.